Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Beach Homes Realty and beach-homes.com. Today I want to talk to you about why you must think differently when selling a beach home. And it does require, these are very different markets than selling a home in the suburbs or in town or even in a rural environment that's a primary residence. So let me tell you what this means. First, you need to be aware, there are a heavy influx of out-of-state buyers. These out-of-state buyers may be looking at multiple beaches in their shopping experience. They're using websites like ours, beach-homes.com, as well as the portals, and they're looking across many markets, and they're keeping an eye on it, but they may not know that there's an office, they may not care that there's an office, they may have a specific beach picked out, or they may be looking at multiple ones. So you need to think about, I'm not just trying to sell my beach home to the neighbors. A specific beach might not matter to these buyers. So you need to keep in mind, you're not just, when you put your home on the market, you're not just competing with other beach homes along your beach. Many of the consumers looking to buy a beach home are looking at multiple beaches. Now, it might be in your same stretch of beach along your coast, or it could be on another waterfront. It may be Gulf, or it may be at the same time looking at the Atlantic or Pacific. So they may know what they want, and they're not concerned as much about where they want. It's an older demographic who can be selective about where they're going. So you need to think about that and not just think, well, I know what the neighbors sold theirs for. Doesn't matter as much. You also need to think about local marketing equals limited marketing. Yeah, there's a sign outside, and maybe somebody who's visiting and renting or one of your neighbors sees it and tells a friend. Sure, that's valuable. But if that's the scope of marketing and drop it in the local MLS, hoping somebody wanders through, come on, you want exposure. You need national marketing for your home. You know, people who list, making a self-serving picture, people who list with a Beach Homes Realty agent, their property becomes featured on beach-homes.com. So when people are searching, these properties show up first. You want to think about this marketing on scale and be patient to have it happen. And the next thing to think about is, great, agents say, look, we're going to put in our MLS, and it's going to be syndicated, it's going to show up on these hundreds of websites or thousands of websites, and it's going to show up on our website nationally across the country. But if it's, these portals are really crowded, and they typically in those environments are all sorts of properties. So your beach home may not stand out and may not be even something they can search for and find. When you come to a site like beach-homes.com, you get to see that if you're a buyer, you get to see just beach-related properties. You don't have to force yourself to try to filter it out. That's all it is. And so you want to keep in mind when you're wanting to sell your property that these portals are crowded with lots of things that are not what you want, and it makes it hard for buyers to find your home. So I hope these tips have been helpful, but think differently when it's time to sell your beach home than if you would be selling your primary residence in town or in the country. Hope these tips have been helpful. You can find other videos and helpful ideas at beach-homes.com, as well as our own licensed agents who can help you when it comes time to sell your beach home. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.